Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I am just coming in out of the cold and the wet and miserable weather we're having. It's currently January and I got a pretty good day of tractoring to do tomorrow, so I just pulled the Coyote in. It's a little dingy inside, but the Rain-X is all kind of wore off the windows and do a little bit to it. I gotta give her a quick grease, check the fluids, throw some Rain-X on it, and just get it ready to work tomorrow. And down to me and the mutts out here, so the pickle's chasing her ball, and I'm gonna get a little work done. Get ready for tomorrow. Alright. So real quick, just gonna check the oil. I'm gonna look at the water separator. And we're going to pop the air cleaner out of this thing because I haven't done that in a minute. Alright. Air cleaner. Not super dirty. We'll run that. I got a new one on the shelf I'm going to put on it when I do my service. And it's been super wet lately, so air filter tends to stay pretty clean. When it's super dusty out, this is an absolute daily. If you're out there working in a dusty field, that'll kill your machine if you let that go too far. Most machines have an inner and an outer air cleaner. This just has an outer, so you don't have that secondary protection. I am going to try and figure out an inner that I can fit in there. It's just a Donaldson housing. I think I can find that. Also, blow your radiator out, pull your screen out. If you're working in a lot of hay, that's a good idea. So, all right, we're going to check some fluids. Tricky spot they put this dipstick in, but not too bad. We are just below the full mark, if you can see that. Oil's looking pretty good. We are just about due for a service though. So I'm going to wipe the dust off of this and check for any water in this fuel filter. There isn't any. And our coolant is just slightly low. I'm going to add a little bit to that, and then I will keep an eye on if that's leaking or where that's going. Haven't seen any leaks. So you can see that fuel separator. And if you take a flashlight, after you wipe it off, if we're getting that, you'd see water in the bottom of that. And if you do, you just need to drain it. Alright, we have got spray away. That's my favorite. It's ammonia free, so it doesn't mess with window tint, which I have on a lot of my vehicles. Good old Rain-X. This no-touch auto glass stripper works really well for getting the water spots and whatnot and bugs and who knows what on your windows super clean. Little microfiber towel, and that's about all we need. Alright, I pulled this in half an hour ago, completely soaking wet, but heat's on in the shop. It's I think it's 60, 65 in here, and dries it right out. If you ever get the opportunity to put in-floor heat in your shop, I highly recommend it. to focus on the areas that you're directly looking through. I look out right here a lot when I'm looking back at the box scraper. And these side windows, you don't got to get every nook and cranny, but it does help. Alright, so for the Rain-X, I usually just take a paper towel, fold it over a couple times, get a little patch, squirt a little bit on there. You do not need a lot. And it's like waxing a car, you just go around and around and around, trying to overlap, cover it all good. Starts getting dried out, put a little bit more on. Once this dries, it'll have a haze to it, and that's, I don't know, like silicone wax or something. And you buff that off with a clean, dry rag, and works really good. I do the mirrors, do all the windows, and then once in a while I'll put some Never Fog on the inside. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. I think we're going to get soaking rain all day tomorrow, and the better you can see, the better you can work. So the interesting thing about this stuff is I just cleaned all the windows, and that's how much dirt I'm getting off, and a lot of that's going to be like grease. So works good. Windshield's always fun. I usually get a little grease in my armpit, so I guess I could throw a rag over that or something, but I never do. The interesting thing about this stuff is I just cleaned all the windows, and that's how much dirt I'm getting off, and a lot of that's going to be like grease. So works good. Windshield's always fun. I usually get a little grease in my armpit, so I guess I could throw a rag over that or something.